The fourth episode of Season 2 of Westworld aired just last night. It's called The Riddle of the Sphinx, and it blew my freaking mind. Just like the show seems to be able to do every other episode or so. This one was pretty straightforward within the confines and context of what the series has provided us in the past. It really kind of gives us a sense of James Delos and his whole backstory of wanting to invest in the technology that allowed for Westworld, and we really come to understand why he wanted this technology to exist. And it plays with the idea of immortality and living sort of in and out of time. We've seen this a little bit in the series so far before, but I think this one clearly kind of creates a straight connection from the idea of never losing yourself or the ability to kind of re-download yourself. There's this great line right in the middle of the show where Bernard wakes up and says, "Is it now?" Because he can't really tell. He's having all of these glitchy flashbacks and he doesn't know when he's existing. And we see him clearly having these kind of fades to different eras and different things that he has done, and it's very, very intriguing. We also see a very crystal clear connection between the young William and the old William, and the reasons why he's kind of stuck with the park, and he's on this sort of rinse and repeat kind of loop, consistently going into all of these sequences of conflict. He's got this big dark secret and a lot of things to kind of grieve and sort of work out, and he does that through his existence in the park, and we get a better understanding of why he's been doing that, and I thought that was terrific. I love the empathy that's kind of provided for us of why James Delos is invested into this technology. I like the idea that this is something that it seems very topical for us as we're talking about, you know, being able to add on artificial limbs and things like that into our existing society, robotic arms and things like that, and the idea of being able to download consciousness and never dying, that concept of immortality. It's really played to some effective strengths here in this episode particularly, but Westworld in general, I think, really plays with the idea of what is consciousness, what is humanity, you know, what is existence like post-death or post the fear of death. And it's fascinating. We don't get every character in this one. It's a little bit more focused. It's really the story of the Man in Black, William, sort of dealing with his demons. And we do get a little bit more of you know, the twists and turns that have undertaken Bernard and his story. This is turning out to be a thrilling season. It absolutely is reminding me of Lost, and because we have all of these weird intercut flashbacks, I'm getting these shades of Memento, Christopher Nolan's fantastic movie as well, which is funny because Christopher Nolan's brother John is an executive producer on the show, and J.J. Abrams is also a producer on the show, and he worked on Lost, so to see this weird, you know, amalgamation of all of these themes that we've seen and mysteries that we've seen in other, you know, effective works, sort of amplified in Westworld is kind of interesting. Anyways, Westworld Season 2, Episode 4 is excellent. It's absolutely worth your time. The show is it's getting more intriguing and better, and I can't wait to see where Episode 5 takes us. I'm going to give Episode 4 a 9 out of 10.